Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a little while. Unless you caught my stream the other day. So I made a post a little while back that said essentially that I was going to be coming back soon with some different content. Mostly you guys are used to seeing me play survival type stuff. The Kerbal space program aside, most of everything on my channel is survival and exploration games. This one's not survival based. This one is very much a resource management and kind of factory game. If any of you guys are familiar with Factorio, this is basically Factorio in 3 dimensions. Even down to our little buddy here. This is our character model that we'll be playing with throughout the game. It's a little robot that just builds a factory on this infinite planet. So very very much like Factorio. I have played a bit of this. I haven't played very far into it. In fact, I actually had started a recording for this channel, but decided to scrap it and go with a somewhat different format on how I'm going to actually record this. My goal is to actually just record straight. They're not necessarily short, but just straight through for about an hour or so, and wrap up the episode and post straight to YouTube, more or less. They might be staggered a little bit. I haven't decided on my cadence yet on when they're going to release. I don't know if it'll be daily or close to daily, or if it'll be weekly, or how I'm going to end up doing it yet. I guess it just depends on how much I really enjoy the game once I get deep into it, and also how much actual legitimate recording time I get on a day-to-day / week-to-week basis. So, with all of that said, let's jump in and play some Foundry. Again, this game is kind of new. It came out, I want to say, in May 2024, so just a couple months ago by where I stand right now. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. We're going to make us a new game. We're going to go ahead and just call this one, I don't know, OBS, because that's what I'm using to do any editing that I do. Again, goal for this series is to keep the editing to a minimum. But there's a couple things that I would like to get, or at least at some point add into my videos, my edited videos, even if they're going to be widely unedited like this is intended to be. So let's jump in here. We're going to keep that as OBS, a completely random world seed. We'll click it a few times just so you guys know that it is 100% random. I thought about not doing the intro tasks and narrative, which is kind of like a little tutorial. But it's been a little bit since I played, and I don't think I've ever actually made it all the way through the intro and the narrative. So a couple things that you guys will kind of notice as I start playing through here is there's different texts or different resources that you unlock the ability to detect, and I've only made it through the first 1, 2, 3, maybe the 4th resource that you can unlock, and I don't know how deep that rabbit hole goes. So I'm going to leave the intro tasks on there, the little tutorial. We're going to play in exploration or whatever this single player mode is. This game does have a multiplayer. I don't have anybody that I really know that owns the game yet, so I don't have anybody that I can play with in a multiplayer setting. That may come some other time. Alright, so here we come. We're coming down on this planet in a drop pod, and then we'll get a little
Welcome, operator. I'm Carl, your facility
tutorial
management
from
artificial
Carl
intelligence. This resource-rich moon has been selected for the Foundry initiative with the goal of converting it into a manufacturing hub. Construction work has already started, and many teams, just like us, have been deployed with their initial assignments. Our task is to establish mining and smelting operations to ensure a steady supply of essential metals. My goal is to assist you in setting up this factory. Let's run a few basic checks before we get started. Open your map to check your surroundings. Fantastic. There are
M for
several
the
ore
map.
patches in the vicinity. Equip your ore scanner from the inventory and use it to locate the
Sorry. Sorry about that. Hope that wasn't too loud or intrusive on your guys' end. Alright, so Carl wants us to equip our ore scanner. So I'm not sure what happens here. I said open the map and he says, oh perfect, you've got ore all around you, equip your ore scanner. Well, yeah, how does he know if I don't know? Anyways, we're going to do that. So our ore scanner, is it tab? No, not tab. Oh yeah, tab changes our hotbar. Inventory? No. T? No. C. C for inventory. And we'll put our ore scanner down here, and C to close our inventory, 2 to equip the ore scanner, and bing! So I'm standing literally right on top of
both of the ore patches and mine some more.
Almost right on top of. So there's a xenoferrite, which is kind of like iron. And then you have, where'd the other one go? That away. Technum, which is kind of like copper. Those would be, excuse me, your typical kind of mining resource analogs. So technum, copper, xenoferrite, iron. And we landed perfectly right in between the two. Interesting. So anyways, so it says Carl wants us to go mine 100 of each of those 2 ores, and then it's going to tell us to pop them into here. So we've got 2 little smelters built into our landing pod, one for xenoferrite. We'll only accept xenoferrite, and it outproduces xenoferrite plates. And the other one, technum, only accepts technum and spits out technum rods. So we're going to go mine 100 of each. We need our mining drill for that. These little nodes on top are easy little kind of things to get you started. I haven't seen them on other ore piles anywhere. 99. Alright, there's 100 of that. We're going to need a lot more because this will tell us, we have to craft X amount of each one of these things. But as you get further into the game, you'll actually have to set up miners. Oh yeah, so notice the rubble. That happens with everything that you interact with except the ground. Those trees, we'll have to mine the trees here in a little while. There's big rocks somewhere around here, somewhere, that we also mine. So that's a rock, but I'm talking rocks that are as big as the trees, that we'll have to mine as well. And when you knock those things down, we'll just hit this tree right here. We'll have to do this again later, but yeah, see, that whole tree is going to die and fall apart, and it leaves these big chunks of rubble, but they clear out pretty quickly. Anyways, back to our xenoferrite. See, they're already disappearing. Gone. The xenoferrite does the same thing, or the ores do the same things for these voxel-based ones up on top.
Now that we have an initial supply of ore, we need to smelt it into plates and rods. Go back to your drop pod and use the built-in smelters to create your first crafting materials.
Gotcha, Carl. Alright, so 10... Smelt 10 xenoferrite, smelt 10 technum, take 10 and 10 on the plates and rods. To get these stuffing into the smelter, just put your little cursor in the center of the screen onto the insert box. No, and just click, and it puts in the maximum that the box can take, or all that you have, either or. So if we check our inventory, we've just got the biomass that we left that we got from knocking down that tree. While these are doing that, I'm going to go collect some more ore because we're going to need a whole lot more of it. So I'm going to collect all of these little nodules on top of both patches. But once these little nodules are gone, all that's left is the ground underneath it. And those are really, really slow to mine with your hand drill. So we'll automate that process as quickly as we can. We may have to grab a little bit of it by hand, but generally speaking, we'll have something else doing it for us. Alright, that's all of those. Now we can go over to the Technum and do the same thing over here. Check where I'm at on time. I didn't set a timer, about 10 minutes in. So like I said, I'm going to try to keep these at about an hour. And maybe I'll maybe record some back to back, etc. But ultimately the goal here, flashlight. First night, learn about the flashlight. So yeah, it's getting a little dark. We actually come from that space station, which appears to be in pieces. Looks like there's a planet there, and we are actually on a moon here. Get the rest of this stuff picked up. So this is very much like kind of starting out in Factorio, or pretty much even really most any of the survival games that I play. In that you run around with a hand drill and pick up the basic resources that you need, get those going into whatever they're supposed to be going into. Like in this case, we're turning the ore into plates and rods, right? I guess we can go ahead and take the things out that we need to take out to complete this.
Now that we have
open your
basic
crafting
materials
menu.
available, we should start crafting building blocks which act as a foundation for other buildings. To do so, you need to open the crafting menu and click the desired items. Then, place them in the shape of a platform next to one of the ore patches. The orange ore will be in higher demand. I suggest starting with that.
Yeah, so they changed the intro a little bit apparently since the last time I played. So it didn't say insert on here, it didn't say take on there. It did say xenoferrite and technum, etc. But the intro is a little different. Carl never told you to start over here. Where'd it go? Technum. Almost on top of it. Oh, yeah, light. That would have probably helped me see it from a little further away. But, so, it says to open the crafting menu. What is the crafting menu? Nope, not V. C. So C opens your inventory and your crafting menu. So craft 30 building blocks and place 30 building blocks as a foundation. Next to an ore deposit, it says. Well, we're at the ore deposit. Combine those, yeah, they'll stack. I'll go put those in the thing here in a bit. So building blocks, I have enough materials to make 9. It's alright. We need 30. Oh wait, but I think these craft. Yeah, these build 10 at a time. Each one of these 9 would build me 10. So there's actually 90 building blocks that I would get out of that. We're gonna need them all. We might just shift click and set them all to crafting. And not tab. Tab does not do that. And close our crafting menu. Actually, bring back our inventory at least. We'll put the building blocks. Yeah, we'll leave them right there for now. And it says to place 30 of them. So, knowing that I have been here before and how the what we're about to do works, I'm just going to build it right on top of the ore. Simply because, actually, I might just build it right here for now. Because they do, the miners do undermine, so like it would take out what's underneath it, and once it does that, it has to be on a foundation to continue working. Well, that may not be an issue because I just build a foundation straight across here. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So foundation and power, learn about low voltage energy. So if we push this, and it tells us building parts and energy. In Foundry, there are two different types of power, low and high voltage. This page is about low voltage power. Low voltage distributed through building blocks, so the little foundation things, the building blocks, literally building block, is actually kind of like a power line for our low voltage power. Doesn't work that way for high voltage power though. All right, what do we got? We got a 3x9. We got 3x10. That's in the way. We'll go 4x9. That's 36 of our 30 that we had to place.
To automate ore extraction, we need to set up a drone miner. Craft one and place it on top of your foundation right next to the ore patch.
So drone miner. We need more stuff. Let's go grab more stuff. That off our screen. Go ahead and drop in everything else that we got out of those patches. We'll take everything that they got produced for us, and we'll come back over here and slap down a drone miner. Drone miner. Make another one, so we're going to put one over on the Technum as well. Let's put those puppies on here for the moment. We may end up moving them to a different hotbar later, but for now we're going to keep them right there. I can't remember if you can actually have them on multiple hotbars, or if you move it from one and it takes it off and puts it on the other one. I don't know. But we're going to put a drone miner down here, not a building block, a drone miner. We're going to rotate so that the panel is facing a logical direction. It really doesn't matter.
Drone miners and most other buildings require power to function. Let's build a biomass generator on the same foundation as the drone miner. Once built, you need to harvest some plants and trees with your mining drill to collect biomass. Insert the biomass into the generator and it will start to power all buildings on the same foundation as the generator.
So it's telling us that we have to build a biomass burner. Which one of these? We're going to need a couple of them. And those will provide the power for our miners to work here. With the biomass that we get from collecting or from harvesting trees. And that's why I said we'll be harvesting trees. So we've got those, we've got that. We're gonna put down another one of these right here so that we can put our burner miner on that. Let's see. And we'll rotate so that the panel is facing over there. And we're going to just go ahead and drop our biomass in there.
Go watch your mining drones acquire your first automated ore. Aren't they beautiful?
I don't know.
Anyways,
don't see them yet. There they are.
We need to get going. Let's build a smelter next.
See? So each miner has 4 little drones that come out of it, and they produce the ore. and put it back into the miner. We'll have to get this out of here at some point, and we'll, burn that bridge when we get there. So now, Carl is telling us that we need a smelter, so something to turn the iron, or the xenoferrite, into xenoferrite plate. And we're just going to pop that down here, but we're going to make one first. We're going to make two, as we keep doing, because we have two separate ores that we're working with here on two separate patches. So ultimately, eventually, we'll get all this stuff integrated into one base. But we need to get a whole bunch more biomass real quick. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go set up all this same stuff over. Oh wait, I guess we should probably put the smelter in here, huh? Put that down here. Because yeah, it's going to tell us we got to move the ore from the miner to the smelter. So close that. We'll go to the smelter here. Turn the panel that away.
The smelter is more efficient than the inbuilt drop pod smelter, so you should start using this from now on. Another benefit is that we can automate the smelters to make our life easier. For this, you need to connect the drone miner to a smelter by using loaders and conveyor belts. Let's start by crafting the required machines.
So
2 loaders, one for the smelter and one for the drone miner, as well as a few belts to connect them.
So
while you're crafting those, I will notify Mission Command on our progress.
Thanks, Carl. I appreciate you.
Communication link establishment failure. Curiously, I find myself unable to make contact with Mission Command. It could be a technical anomaly. I shall persist in my attempts.
Thanks, Carl. Need some more stuff. Ooh. More rapidly, we need some more stuff. Alright, so we need to make a couple loaders. Need 2 here, 2 over there. And we need a few belts. Each one of these crafts 2 belts for us. So we're going to do that. We need, loaders go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm only going to need a couple belts here. Just do that. We'll do it a few times. And we'll put down our loaders. We'll get those onto our thing here. We'll get our belts onto our thing here. And we'll move ore from here. So to our... Alright, let's make sure you are set to output. So you right click to bring up this radial menu here. And you just let off on whichever selection you want. Now we're going to drop you there. And you are going to go there. Now, it does give an option for automatic or a default, but we're not going to do that because sometimes it gets it wrong. And then next, we're just going to take and connect those 2 little things by loaders, or by belts, which you need to select the right thing. And notice the belts are directional, but we have power for that, and it's going to do that. Let's grab some more biomass real quick to keep all this running. And then we'll run over to the Technum and get that kind of same setup going over there. I think biomass stacks to 100. Maybe it stacks higher, maybe it stacks at 100 in machines. I don't remember. But basically, I'm going to want to put a full stack in each one of these biomass burners to keep the show running while we're doing other stuff. Give me just a sec, guys, to deal with something. Alright, and then some more plant life. just want to make sure that this thing is full. In order to do that, no, wrong button. That, yeah, so it stacks to 100. How much does that leave us? Leaves us plenty. So let's go over to the Technomore over here, and we'll set up a very similar type of plot. Foundation. It was 4x9. That's what I put down over there. We'll put our miner right on one corner here. Rotate around this way, please. We put another block here for our biomass burner. And rotate around this way, please. You do your thing. And then we're going to put down our smelter. Smelter, thank you. And rotate that around this way. We'll throw a loader, which I believe you are set as output or input right now. We need to make you output over there and connect you by a couple belts. And voila, we will have Technum rods crafting automatically. Let's go grab the Xeno ore, or the Xeno plates over here. Yeah, see, 63, 64. It's a fair bit faster than the other one. And in order to pick up the plates, you just hit this little up arrow over here, and it takes and puts those plates in your inventory. And do the same thing over here, because we're still going to have to craft things in our inventory for a little bit. 20 conveyors, really? Alright, well. Get those here intersect and move on to the next goal.
You have the machines necessary to connect the drone miner to the smelter. Now, attach a loader to each machine and connect them with conveyor belts.
I already
The
did
mission
that.
control link remains non-responsive. Our objective is near completion, and immediate guidance from Mission Command is required.
View info database tutorial task for production line. First production line. Press F2.
Great. We
we
connected
go.
the machines and have automated the tedious process of moving items by hand. Isn't automation great? Now it's time to scale up and build more smelters. A single belt full of ore can feed multiple smelters using the power of loaders. The info database has a diagram if you need one.
Really?
A loader only adds enough items at a time to a machine to ensure it doesn't stop. This makes it easy for you to have multiple machines fed by a single long belt.
And so basically what Carl just told me is the way that I set these up isn't actually all that efficient. But there are other ways to do it. So you can actually pick stuff up by hitting the F button. And you can actually, is it Shift F? Yes, Shift F to bulk demolish. So and once it brings up the demolition side of it, you just hit that. Which I should have done that. Oh. Not that. Anyways, let's take our belts, and we're actually going to pick you up too. And I guess we'll go ahead and and get those, and we'll put one right here and one right here. And basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to build our foundation out a little bit further, or, hear me out, we'll put these back, and we'll put another smelter just right next to this one. So our loaders need a foundation block underneath them to function. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's why I put this one there. But our belts, however, do not. So we take these loaders here. I want you to be output. And we take our belts and just run them just like this. You want it to go far enough that it's going to be reached by the next loader. And we want you to be input. And that'll just start putting it in there, right? Which we've already done that. We knew that already. But what we can do is craft some more stuff. We need probably a few more of these. We'll end up putting 2 more on each platform, which means we will end up having to extend the platform out a bit. But in the meantime, let's take this stuff, and we'll go over here and take this stuff. Doesn't really matter which one we're on here, and actually we got to fix this anyways. F to remove. And we'll just take and run another line of, yeah, maybe not a line. And we'll just put one there, and then we'll put out our loaders. You are input, you are output, and some belt to connect. And you'll keep working. Alright, so once a total of 4 smelters at the moment, so we're going to do that. But we need to craft some more loaders. So it's at least 2 more. We'll do that. I'm trying to minimize what I'm crafting by hand. And sorry, give me another sec here. Adult life. As much as I love playing kids, I still got to be a responsible adult from time to time. Okay, now we're gonna, is it shift click? No, no, not shift click. Shift right click? No, I don't remember how to. Oh, it's just Q. Just Q. There was a mouse combination required for it, but apparently not. Alright, and we're going to take and put one more block underneath there, and one more of these right there. And run over here and do the same thing. Block. Loader. And smelter. So, also...
We have completed our initial mission of setting up a smelting facility. We've done a great job, haven't we? At this point, we should have received further instructions, but something is blocking our communications. I think we'll have to improvise. My archives contain a blueprint for a research server. Through material analysis, I should be able to provide an emergency beacon blueprint. Let's get going and build a research server.
Alright, so this research server Unless they've added some more functionality to it, isn't really all that necessary. But we're gonna go ahead and put down our last 2 smelters here. You can go there. Uh-oh. Well, that's not right. You should be one of those. Why are you? I'm gonna have to go fix that on the other one too, I think. Alright, well. Like that. It's supposed to copy its settings as well when you do that, including its orientation, like it did with those. But we want you to be input, not output. And we want, oh, am I out? Oh, right, because I only made them for the 4. We're going to do the rest of it, and then we'll go make that research server. Actually, we could probably make the research server now. Is it under science? Yes, so the research server is the thing that we need to actually learn new stuff. Let's go back and fix the thing on the Xeno down here. There it goes. Alright, and then wants us to build a research server. For now, I'm just going to build one right here next to the old... oh, I need more blocks. Next to the old landing pod. Can't remember its dimensions. Should be in my thing now. Yeah. And does it say 3 by 4 by 3? So I'm pretty sure it's 3 by 3 and then 4 tall. So for now, we're just going to make a 5 by 5. We'll take and put our research server on the back edge of it here. Just like that.
To advance in research, you will need to build science packs. Craft a few by hand and insert them into the research server to research the emergency beacon blueprint.
Alright, we'll come back over here, grab some Xeno, because I'm pretty sure we need that. And this one, we'll go grab the Technum, do the same thing. Oh. There we go. That should do stuff. Alright, research server. I want to build another biomass burner. And then we want to make some science packs. We can make 14. They take 30 seconds each, so that's, you're talking, what? Seven minutes to make those 14. So we'll just start with 5. Right click to build 5. Maybe we'll do 10, actually. And we'll put our biomass burner down right here. Power it up. And this, we need to tell it to do something. So we've already got the emergency beacon. No, we don't. Crafting update, yeah. So we have to do that, and then that starts unlocking other things for us. So this takes 3 packs to unlock. Of course, it's not going to do anything because, we don't have 3 science packs. Well, the machine doesn't have 3 science packs. So we're going to get out of that. What is that button? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We can do it from there for now. And we'll just drop what science packs we have right in there. Gives it the 3 it needs. And once it's done, it will let us know that that the emergency beacon research is done, and that we need to select a new research. In the meantime, we'll go collect some resources here. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, and we'll go over to the other one. Grab those as well.
Got it. We now have the emergency beacon blueprint. Craft it and place it, but not too close to your existing machines. Those rescue parties tend to land right on top of the beacons.
Yeah, so rescue beacon or emergency beacon. I'm going to go ahead and make one of these. We're going to end up picking it back up, I think. We may end up leaving it, but for right now, it's just going to go on the ground. Keep hitting tab to close my inventory, and tab is not the button for it. All right, you. Right there. You can use an item directly out of your inventory. By right-clicking on it. I'll hit this button and run away. Oh, no. If you hit the button with the mouse button, the left mouse button.
Great. Now you might want to take a step back and look up.
It doesn't come down channel at all, does it?
This Corporate Command Companion Bureaucrat bot, C3BB for short, will help us establish a connection with Mission Command. First, let's help him out of that drop pod by deconstructing and placing it in a safe location.
And for now, we'll just put this guy over here. I don't think it has to be up on a foundation. Yeah, it doesn't
Welcome
look like
to the ground, C3BB. We have activated this emergency beacon because we are having trouble communicating with Mission Command. Critical damage on the Mission Command space station, you say? Spontaneous explosive disassembly. That's extremely troubling. What now? Are we trapped here? That aligns with our disaster contingency protocol. C3BB, initiate a thorough analysis of the incident. We'll integrate your extended blueprint archive with our research servers and construct a self-sufficient manufacturing facility capable of providing emergency aid.
Alright, let's go ahead and figure out what our next research is here. I know there's a button for it. Y, U, I, no? G. So we want to start our assembly research. That will be massively helpful for us. We'll go ahead and drop our stuff in there that we have. Start progressing that. And we probably need to go get some more biomass to throw in our burners. Make sure our burners stay full so they don't ever stop doing what they're supposed to be doing. I know we got 3 burners, so I want to keep at least 3 full stacks of biomass on me. Alright, the assembler's done. We may need to go craft some more science packs. Excuse me. I do think some of these debris particles that fall apart when you harvest something like that could maybe be just a little bit smaller, possibly. Go ahead and grab stuff out of these again. Yeah, see, that one was down to 14%. Go ahead and fill this one up. 11%. Now they're all full. They'll keep doing their thing. And we're going to go ahead and craft us some more science packs here. Do 20. Now we'll do 30. Close that. Open this. Do we want science pack 2? No, I don't know that we want science pack 2 yet. I think what we want is what is it? Zoom in. Inventory size, mining drill speed. No. What I'm looking for is that, or scanner ignium. So we're going to do basic infrastructure first, because ignium is going to be massively helpful to us. I did tell it to start that research, yeah? Yeah. Right. And just to make sure that it's got enough to do what it needs to do, we're gonna just keep popping stuff in there. And I think we are going to improve our output on these a bit. I'm gonna go about 4 wide, right? Probably not that far out though. So it really only needs to be over the ore. So we'll go 4 out this way. Oh, I don't have enough? Really? That's it? Okay. Well, I guess that's next on the agenda. Let's craft some more building blocks. Nope. Shift right click? No. Control click. That's just one. If you control right click, it does 10. Okay. C3BB has a new task. Well, C3BB can wait. Next research, I want that. And then I want more. Let's see, that's 30 times 10 is 300 building blocks. That's fine. I want more. Yes, smelters. Ooh, that's all I get, huh? We'll have to go grab some more resources here in just a sec after I make this response. Collect the things. Yep, up there, bro. Collect. 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 And let's go see what he's got to say. E to interact. Task. Research assembler. Expand smelters.
You're right. We need a machine that is able to craft common items. I'm glad you have the blueprint stored. Let's go ahead and research the assembler.
Already did it.
Okay, math genius. If it takes 8 small smelters to fill up a conveyor belt, then we'll build 8 for each metal ore.
Okay, so just told us it takes 8 smelters per belt to fill it up. So that's what we're gonna do. Close that. We'll go check our science thingy again. Yep, it's empty and not working. Put the rest of our science packs that we have in there, and hurry up and wait, because not much we can do while we're crafting those things in our pocket. So we can run around and collect more resources as we wait here. This one. Hey. Almost done with our science packs. Drop the rest of those in here. Ignium is almost done. Alright, and now we can go on and research something else. That, probably, because that's going to be vital. very, very rapidly. Unfortunately, I don't think we have enough in there to do it. So it takes 20. There are 10 in there. So we're going to need to craft 10 more. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode since we're kind of at a standstill for the moment. And then I'll come back pretty much from right where we're at. I might let these last few items finish wrapping up in our inventory and get this, make sure that this science will complete before I exit out. But as far as the video goes, we are going to stop it here, and we're about 40 minutes in, so close-ish to time. So a short one to start us off, and we'll keep burning away on this. Thank you guys so very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. If you like my channel, please hit the subscribe button. The like button, leave comments on the videos. These drive the algorithm for YouTube and help put me in places where more people will find me. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.